Welcome back to Life and Fork. On today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how to make an easy Parmesan Rosemary Risotto. Stay tuned to the end of the video. I have a special message. For today's recipe, the ingredients we're going to be needing is 1 cup of risotto or burro rice, some chicken broth. I'm using less sodium, that's just my choice. A little bit of butter, Parmesan cheese, onion and garlic, and rosemary. So the first step is we're going to head over to the stove and put our butter in. Make sure your heat is on, of course, and melt the butter a little bit. So now we're going to just take the onions and sweat them with the garlic. Sweating is a process of cooking them nice and slow. So you're just taking your time, making sure you get all the sweetness out of the onion. That's what sweating does. So if you ever wonder why people cook onions first, that's why. You're trying to get all the sweetness out of the onion. Now add a little bit of kosher salt. Always start seasoning your food immediately. That way you get the best flavor out of your food. So taking your time, going back and forth. The first step in risotto is making sure you don't burn your onions or your garlic or any of the ingredients, because that will tarnish the risotto. Risotto is very delicate. Add your rice and you're gonna make sure you incorporate it, getting all the butter into every little grain of rice. This is just like a process. I mean, it really is. It takes time. It's very delicate. It's probably one of the most technical rices you can make because technique matters a lot here. Add your rosemary, infuse that. So you can already tell it's process after process. The rice is getting nice and crispy, but not burnt. There is no burning. Add your chicken stock just to cover. Now this, you might think, why didn't he give me a measurement for chicken stock? Because there is no measurement. You're gonna take your time. You're gonna infuse it. You're gonna let the rice soak the chicken stock in. And then you're gonna add more and add more and add more. And the process just goes on until you get it to where you want it. So what we're looking for is for the rice to absorb all the chicken stock, which then in turn makes it nice and creamy. The creaminess is what sets risotto apart from like steamed rice or black rice or wild rice or any other rices. That's what makes it so different. So now you're gonna just take your time, simmering it lightly, adding more stock when it dries out. You can tell when it's done because you're gonna see it almost translucent, very soft looking. Right now you can start seeing that it's still a little hard. It almost looks like corn kernels or something like that. Like an opaque white, but you're looking for a soft white. So if you don't know, get your color palette out and start looking, because that's the easiest way I can describe it to you. It just takes time. So just sit back, relax, stir, move, shake. Don't leave the kitchen. You can't leave it sitting there by itself. This is something that you do have to tend over. This is something that's like art. This is as close as it is. That's why most people get rice cookers, because they don't want to take their time and just make something, infuse it, get the best flavor out of it. So take your time, let it infuse, keep on adding stock, and watch it just come to life. Here you can see that it's almost done. By almost done, I mean you're probably a couple minutes away. It still looks wet to you, but that's okay because it's gonna dry on its own. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my Parmesan cheese and put it in and infuse it and let it sit in the pan until I'm ready to serve it. And that's it. So there you go, easy Parmesan Rosemary Infused Risotto. So really nice and creamy, holds its shape very nice. Great for plate presentations. Has that nice rich flavor that a starch should have. The cheese really comes through, and the rosemary is just a little bit at the end. Overall, amazing. So there you go, another awesome video. What I'm starting to see a lot on YouTube is a lot of cooking shows. And a lot of cooking shows are good. I mean, really good. Some of them, I swear, I follow them, I watch them, really good. And then some, not so good. One of the things I've noticed is that people are starting to use sex for selling their cooking channel. It's not even about the cooking no more. It's about what you look or how you're dressed or what's popping out. And over here on Life and Fork, we don't support that. We would never lower ourselves to show skin and be all sexualized on YouTube. That is not what this channel is about. This is about the art of cooking, and that's all it's about. Love you guys. Stay tuned for another episode. Hit subscribe. Hit that bell, get those reminders. See ya.